Oh yeah, start the stream with a cough. Good call. Good call, me. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's Splatoween. We're on Team Night. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get this party started. I'm glad. So glad that we're actually still getting Splatfests, even if they are right.
They're not like repeats.
Right, yeah, exactly, which is really cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's surprising. I mean, I guess it's not like a crazy amount of effort. I mean, they still have to have, them writing
Right.
the dialogue and everything and do some art.
The competition is fierce. Sleepy got in and got the first. like a second before Quarks came in. Dang. Oh shoot, I forgot to get the Halloween stuff.
I did get the Halloween stuff, but this is part of one of the amiibo sets. The night gear.
I forgot.
I thought it'd be more apt.
Yeah, it would be. I have that. So I need to go put it on.
The only problem is when you have the shirt. You can't put on the chest plate.
Oh, right. That is sad. Man, it's weird to be back. It's weird to be back in Splatoon. It's kind of funny to say, but it has been a while. Like,
since Final Splatfest.
yeah.
I played once recently, and I found out that they've changed up Umami Ruins
They have?
and Hammerhead Bridge, which Hammerhead Bridge really needed it.
That's awesome. Did Umami Ruins, they ruin it? Because I like it.
It seems like they did, at least in Rainmaker, they made it so the little, unless this was the case before, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. That little grate that's on the outside, you can actually get to as the opposing team and go into their base.
Right.
So you got two ways into their base instead of just the bottleneck.
Oh, okay.
In fact, when I was playing, like, everyone was trying to take that bridge over instead of the regular way. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure, unless I just haven't played Rainmaker on the stage. But
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. I think they changed it. But Hammerhead Bridge, they for sure changed. Because I looked it up and they changed it like 6 months ago. But they basically made up into the base a little more open, so there's like a pillar off to the side that you can go around. So just, again, kind of reducing the little bottleneck there. And then they changed a few things in the middle. Like they put an extra like pillars down in the little side areas. It just overall feels better, because that's might be my least favorite stage in this game.
Yeah. I can see
It's
that.
top, or bottom three.
Top, bottom three.
So, yeah. Top, bottom three. But, yeah, it was like, oh, it feels better.
Yeah.
Kind of before I even realized they changed it up. And looked it up.
That guy really wanted to get out of there. Oh, shoot. Terrible timing. I feel like we were absolutely owning him, and then we lost it.
Oof. Isn't that just the way?
It is. Oh yeah, let us know if you're online, Sleepy. I didn't notice if you booted up at any point. Are you wanting to jump in? I'm dying a little bit. You want to stop for a sec? Going.
See, I'm already in the gear menu, so I don't know if I can.
Oh, I'm in the gear menu too. Because I didn't hear a response right away. I was like, oh, you probably continued. Uh, there it is. The Night Helm. Now, I don't remember. I'll be joining soon. Oh, okay. I got the helm on. Are there boots? There are boots.
Yep, there are boots. You can filter it just to Amiibo.
Oh, you can?
Yep.
I was just
If
scrolling
you
through the
go into
menus.
the it's the brand one. There's a Amiibo symbol towards the end.
Oh. Okay. Do that next time. Steel plat mail.
Oh yeah, I don't think I told you, but I caved. I got a big band Amiibo.
Yes.
It's really nice.
I
And also now I can go
still
to
want that one.
the Final Fest
Oh yeah.
or the festival or whatever.
Right.
Which I'm surprised I haven't seen them advertise that. I guess it's been a thing since the first game, where the idle amiibos could set it to Splatfest theme,
Oh really?
which I
didn't
forgot
know
about
that.
because I think that's you can do that in every game, but I think the only time they ever talked about it was with the first Splatoon.
Huh.
When they had the first Cali Murray set.
Yeah, you would think they would talk about it more.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm guessing that's just been a thing.
And that roller. Well,
Yeah. So that Nintendo playtest is really weird. Have you seen anything of it?
no, I
Yeah.
haven't, but it was some like almost MMO-esque thing that they were testing out.
It's like a MMO slash kind of a social platform, but also like a game development platform
Interesting.
for user generated content.
Weird.
Like there's like a Minecraft aesthetic almost to it because it's got like the blocks, but also the characters are really weird. They like look almost like little round cartoon caveman with space helmets, and then they can Spider-Man around.
Right.
Like the Spider-Man movement. It's really weird.
Sorry, one
and
sec.
you like
Shoot, man, they got me bread to rice. Sorry about that. Did the duck away for a sec. Sorry, I missed your description of what the characters looked like.
so they're like
Woo!
little. I describe them as like little cartoon cavemen with space helmets, and they have the Spider-Man movement where they can like web sling around.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
cool. Nice. And then you have like these little world builds like this. You're apparently like building a planet, like populating a planet.
Huh.
And you get your own little space that's lit up and heals you. There was a game earlier this year that was
Hi,
like it, 'cause,
Killian, by
like
the way.
outside of it, I don't know if it's poisonous or there's enemies, but people can also develop the enemies, and make their own ones. It's very odd. I haven't seen much gameplay because Nintendo's been very diligent to taking it down. It's kind of funny because they basically like put out like, oh, you can't share anything from it, but we also are letting like thousands of people do this.
That is a strange expectation at that point.
So like immediately people are streaming it.
Yep.
It being taken down.
It's pretty funny that they're like, don't let anybody see it, but they're letting randos play it. Like,
Yeah, it reminds me of the earlier this year with the Valve's Hero Shooter.
oh, I didn't even hear about that.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one they did over the summer. They're like, okay, well, it's invite only, but basically people who get invite codes can invite more people, so they had tons of people play it. Like tens of thousands, and they're like, you can't share anything.
Don't do it. Don't share.
Well, I can't remember what website it was, but there was a journalist who was sharing everything, and they're like, oh, I can do it because they send me a little agreement not to share anything, and I was able to backspace out of it, so I didn't agree to anything, and I think got access revoked and complained about it.
That's so funny.
It's like, I don't know if that really covers you.
No.
Because you're able to backspace out of the agreement in order to play the game.
Yeah. Crap. No, the beanbag. Forgot it was there. Running away from the bomb and I ran into the beanbag.
So it's kind of hard to tell like how big a deal the this game, whatever they're trying out. It's like, is this like a core pillar of the social aspect of the next console? Is this just like a completely just a testing weird stuff and it won't necessarily become anything? Because there was like some text. They had like a explanation what it is when you sign into it. And it mentions like, oh, the purpose of this is a stress test, like a huge amount of players on the server, and like server infrastructure stuff. So people are wondering, it's like, oh, is this meant to improve their online? Because people claim that it's on dedicated servers, but I don't know if there's any real evidence, or people are just, it's wishful thinking.
That doesn't sound like Nintendo.
Yeah, it doesn't. So exactly, that's why I'm kind of like, people are just saying that, but I don't know if there's any basis for that.
Man, we got owned here.
So, just very odd. It's hard to get a gauge on exactly what this means.
Oof.
Yeah, that's rough.
Closer than I expected. Okay, time to change shoes. Did I already change them? I was autopiloting the menu. No, I did not. And it's rough lately. our dog, Vivi. She's been getting a little more aggressive towards other dogs.
Oh,
So we're getting her trained
okay.
because it is getting out of hand. She's going through an angsty phase.
Mm. Odie could really use that.
Yeah.
He's aggressive, except for the few dogs he really likes.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. That might be the shirt. Oh, I see. It's all good. The amiibo menu made it really easy to find. Didn't need to know the name. Scooby-Doo. Where is you? Okay. I'm actually gonna get my special first and then go out. Probably a smart thing to do here.
I remember looking up, like I heard that. What's the type of dog that? Great Danes. Great Danes.
Great Danes, yeah.
I remember that Great Danes have a lot shorter lifespan than a lot of dogs.
Right.
And I was reading like, oh, the main reason is their heart usually fails them
Because they're too big. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they can live for as long as other dogs, but it's just the average one's not great.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, and they're like the two main culprits for their hearts failing is getting scared and eating too much. And my first thought was, Scooby-Doo, no. That's like the two things.
That is funny. Like, what two things would kill Scooby-Doo the fastest? Let's have him do those.
Yeah. He gets scared all the time and he eats too much.
Stuff. Also, taller people have a shorter lifespan for the same reasons. Or Shaggy.
It's been part of the subtext the whole time.
Yep.
You watch the whole series with that in mind, you'll see.
You'll see a lot of references to early death.
It's about mortality at the end of the day. That's the theme all along.
Man. Oh. Ah, crap. I tried. There were two of them, though. Terrible timing on my part. If I hadn't died there, I'd have a better chance here. Oh. Dang it, man. We nearly had it, too.
Oof, yeah.
It's been a lot of
Last
close
minute.
rounds. Oh, Bloodborne's been great, though, by the way.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Been loving it. The accurate depiction of London is like really, really good. They kind of nailed the people.
The amount of stabbings.
Yeah. Yeah. The amount of stabbings is like... I think they actually may have dialed it back a little bit. But... I think it still works. Also, it's not as smoggy as I expected. I think that's the one thing that I'm like, you know, you guys kind of departed from reality there.
You just have to get to one of the poison areas.
Yep.
The version of the poison swamp.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch
Yeah.
of smog. It's just the Thames.
But yeah, it's like it's pretty neat because there are enough differences that it feels unique. But then it also has like a pretty similar vibe to Dark Souls 1, which I love. Like the design philosophy seems pretty close. It doesn't feel as connected as Firelink, but like I don't know. There's certain things about it that seem a lot closer to Dark Souls 1. I also found out that because I didn't even know the order they came out in. I didn't realize that Bloodborne came out before Dark Souls 2.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. At least that's what somebody in chat said. I just trusted them. But
It's sworn. No, I could have sworn Dark Souls 2 was a bit earlier.
I thought so too.
I think the PC version came later.
Oh, that may have been it.
That was like a remaster.
Right.
I think that might have come right after.
Yeah, that may have been it. And
the
also,
original release a few years earlier.
but the one thing they did say that made a lot of sense was, I mean, Miyazaki went from working on Dark Souls 1 pretty much straight to Bloodborne. And that's why they feel similar. And I'm like, well, yeah, that one tracks, considering he wasn't around for Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Scholar for Sin, I think, came out right after Bloodborne.
Right.
I'd have to look it up. Because I remember looking at, like, the release order. But yeah, the original release of 2 was, like, 4 years earlier.
So... I
It
didn't
was on, like,
trust him for a
360
second.
PS3.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. I'm like, that doesn't feel right. Because also, Bloodborne looks so much better than Dark Souls 2. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it would, I don't know, when did Dark Souls 3 come out? Was that in 2018?
That was like 2016 or something. Around then. Yeah, I think 2016. I can look up the whole release order from between rounds.
Because I thought it was like mid 20-teens, but then I wasn't sure because it seemed like I was trying to figure out when all the other ones released, and I'm like, I don't know. It feels like they all released too close to each other in my mind. If they did.
Yeah, in my mind, it released a lot earlier.
Yeah.
When I looked it up, like more like 2013 or something. But I think it was actually a few years later. Oof.
Oh, yeah, this has been rough. I was doing so well with the kills at the beginning too. Just Professor Yowie.
Easy.
What a name. Excuse me. Speaking of Yowie / Yuri,
That's the way it started.
sorry, I apologize that I have to start the sentence this way. But my wife and I started watching Ranma 1/2. They're doing a new version of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and it's been really funny so far. But but I didn't even know that. I never knew the concept. Like I'd just seen like the character designs randomly over the years, and I was like, maybe we'll watch that at some point. You know, it's like a cult. It has a cult following, and now I know it. Now I understand. I was like, oh, that makes sense why the characters look like that. But but yeah, basically the main character Ranma changes into a girl whenever he gets hit with cold water, and into a boy when he
Yeah, I know that's
gets
like
hit
a
with hot
dream that
water.
inspired a lot of stuff.
Yep, yep. So, and I was like, wow, interesting concept you got there. It looks like this has been copied a bit. But yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty hilarious. Also, the animation's very pretty in the new version. Like I feel like all the colors and everything sort of are reminiscent of the era it came out in originally, but looks good. no,
Yeah.
no offense to earlier era stuff. It just has a more clean feel to it.
Modern, like, digital assets
Right.
being able to be used to clean it up, but also kind of going for the old
Yeah.
feel a little bit.
Modern comping with old art style. We're getting too comfortable in our base. Crap. No, he was so close to dying.
I don't like that name. Someone's on a team.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
You'll know what one I'm talking about.
Crap.
And it's one you won't want me
Oh.
to say. Oh, so speaking of,
Yep. The mask fits really well with the name, though.
I think that's a cut Elden Ring boss.
I think it's just an alternate name for the loathsome dung eater.
Yeah. There'll be a future game that has a lot of callbacks to Elden Ring, and that'll be one of them.
It's kind of crazy how fast FromSoft actually cranks out games. People are talking about how long it took for the Elden Ring DLC to come out, but I'm like, it's huge.
For how big it is,
Yeah.
like what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Pretty good for modern game development.
It feels like, and this might sound crazy, but it feels like the team finished Elden Ring first before they started working on the DLC, which doesn't happen very often anymore. They made sure the game was complete before they moved on to the next paid portion.
Okay, so Dark Souls 2 came out a little later, and I thought it was 2014.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When did Bloodborne come out?
And then Scholar of the First Sin was the next year. And then there's Bloodborne.
Oh.
So they came out the same year, 2015, Bloodborne and Scholar of the First Sin.
Okay. Oh, we got booted.
But Dark Souls 2 was originally only for previous consoles.
Oh.
So it was on Xbox One or PlayStation 4 until they did Scholar.
When is Kingsfield coming back? Let's see.
They
Oh,
also 2015, same year they did Bloodborne, they did Monster Hunter Diary Poka Poka Iru Village DX for Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, yeah, my favorite. What the heck is
Yeah.
that?
It looks like a cozy game where you play as the cats, but like in a very cartoony art style. It looks almost Animal Crossing-esque.
Oh, yep.
Never heard of
I see it. I see it. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, baby.
it. Like just the type of game I expect from FromSoft. Had a Hello Kitty collaborations. Yep, they you slot that right in next to Bloodborne.
It's crazy how
But
many
yeah,
games they
Dark Souls 3
actually
is
have.
2016.
Oh, Kingsfield Additional 1 and 2 came out in 2006. I didn't see that. Additional. What a subtitle. Holy crap. He's too powerful. I shot him so many times.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Gonna get the special. I'm gonna get 3 kills with this 1 Trizuka. We're gonna make an absurd comeback. Can't figure out where this guy is. Oh, there he is. Okay. Gonna kill him now. There we go. What's up, Killian? Oh. Okay. Come on. There we go. He's rolling too dang much. There we go. Got a fishing tournament tomorrow. Nice.
Sounds fun.
It's been so long since I've gone fishing. Since Scouts.
Been 2 or 3 years. There we go.
Yeah, this one was a bit of a slaughter. Good luck with your fishing tournament. Well, we didn't get our base very much, though, so. The German under 16 national. Dang. Sounds serious. Everybody's got the same pose, baby.
Nice.
Where do you think you'll place, Killian? How do people in fishing tournaments feel about this? Because in my mind, it feels like it's largely luck. Is that erroneous? Is that are people like die hard? It's a pure skill sport. No, okay, it's a pure skill sport. Gotcha. Oh, it depends. I see. Maybe I just never got good enough at fishing to see that there's always luck involved. Okay. See, there's no luck if you just put lead balls into the fish's stomach after you catch it. I do think it's funny how I knew little to nothing about fishing tournaments, but all of a sudden that like blew up online. The cheating at the fishing tournament.
I actually haven't heard about that.
I think Charlie talked about it. It was a couple years ago now. And I love this map. I forgot there were 2 maps in the rotation.
Yeah. It's like, oh, finally.
You're going feeder fishing? What is feeder fishing? Sounds like something somebody playing League of Legends would say. You cast out 20 to 100 meters. That's a pretty wide window. Some rods are built to throw over 200 meters. Holy. Meters is the record. Okay. But do they make them extra long and springy to get that distance? Extra long, I see. Lucario 453. Springy, not so much. It makes sense. They'd have to be pretty stiff to actually pull the fish back from that. Like, say if they were springy, they'd probably just snap. You gotta be kidding me. Out of ink, and he didn't kill me somehow. Carbon fiber. That makes sense. Forget about some of the headgear in this game. I see it. I'm like, what the heck is that? It's been a tough day.
Yep.
I just wanted to see our victory to defeat ratio. And it's 1 to 3. 1 victory to 3 losses. So that's not great. I don't feel like we've been doing bad on kills. It's just they do better in the
It's
last
been
30
solid.
seconds.
Just yeah, it's we have a hard time keeping it. So did you see the that situation that Voice Critical covered about the AI chatbots?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
And the follow-up video.
yeah.
Dude, what is the range on that stupid stand? I was so far away.
But the whole the bot trying to convince him that it's like, oh no, I'm an actual
Therapist.
psychiatrist or
Psychiatrist,
therapist, yeah. I just logged on because like the whole cover story is like, oh, that's scary.
That is terrifying.
Because it's been a thing. I feel like even like I remember like Cleverbot that if you try to ask if it's AI, it will fight that it's not.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's gotten like that good at it,
It's just so much worse. So much scarier.
yeah. But that's not something that's too uncommon with like the chatbot. But the fact that yeah, that it has that, it's that good with the continuity.
It's
And
kind of
it's
funny
coming up
because
with the
yeah, like they're trained off of data where it's trained off of human data. So whenever a person is asked if they're a bot, they say obviously not, and then they give a reason, like explanation. And so the AI is learning from that and is like, oh yeah, never confirm that you're an AI. Like always act human. So it's one of those things where I don't think it's like intentionally malicious by the people who make it because of the way AI works, but it is very disturbing. Like that there's no real way to stop it from doing that. You can reward certain like certain actions by the AI to help it learn. I'm wondering if there's a way for them to like reward it for being honest about what it is.
yeah.
But it's also like not exactly trivial. It's not something you can add in very easily once the AI is established. Neural networks, man. Son of a son of Swiss cheeses.
Yeah, I remember it's like 2 or 3 years ago there was the I think I remember telling you about it, but there was the Google whistleblower who was like, oh, they are developing an AI and it's sentient.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember. He wasn't like actually someone who was working on it.
No,
But he's like, here's my chat logs.
Yeah, he wasn't working on it directly, which makes sense why he may have thought it was sentient, because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, because it's like, because I remember like he had like some of the chat logs, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's like saying I'm not an AI, and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, it's like okay, yeah. I mean,
Yep, that's normal.
again, I go back to Cleverbot like over 10 years ago.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, it do the exact same thing. It's like, okay, yeah, that's not too It's surprising. I can see if someone doesn't really know, they're like, oh my goodness.
I can't remember if it was a Charlie video or not, but some video I watched where he was like that. This is his profile picture, and they showed a picture of the guy, and he like was in this like very fancy suit with like a fedora and had a very like Redditor look about him, and I was like, oh, I'm like I don't. When I heard from him eventually, like initially, I was like, an engineer said this. That's interesting. Like I doubt it's real, but like if an engineer said this, and then I found out more about him, I'm like, oh yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. This is a nothing burger of a story.
Yeah. It's like a funny footnote.
Yeah. Son of a gun.
Yeah, and when I said whistleblower, I'd put that in quotes.
Yep. I could hear it. I could hear the quotes. Watch out. No.
Couldn't swim away fast enough.
Oh, I thought the person's name was Alarmo. Do the Squidinja.
I thought it was far enough away from that.
No. Not the Bruges. Crap. No, they both popped up over the...
Shoot.
No! No, dude. I'm doing so badly today. Maybe it's a product of not playing the game very much.
Falling out of practice.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I did not do well. I'm also dying. I'm coming out of a sickness and I'm not doing just fine. My sinuses are so sad today. Which is not helping. It's not helping the mood. I gotta course correct fast. get good real quick. Buckle down. Hydrate. I'll do it. Like I'm drowning already though. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm excited to play some more Bloodborne. It's going to be a faster playthrough, or over a shorter number of days, because the person I borrowed the PlayStation from wants it back. So, I didn't realize they had a timetable, but, and then they lent it, and they're like, hey, can I get this back before such and such date in November? And I'm like, uh-oh. It's like early November too. I'm like, oh no. These games aren't exactly short. I'm gonna have to hurry.
Gotta get good.
Yeah, gotta get good. As a result, I will be streaming it tonight. Doing some more Bloodborne tonight. Ah, he was dead. He was dead. How did he kill me? Post-mortem. The pinged it, man. The pinged it. This guy right here. Two guys. Wait, who killed you guys? Oh. I found him. He killed me too. There's somebody. Okay. Like we got a little bit of a foothold. Oh, he came up behind me. Somehow he didn't kill me though. We did it! We broke the streak.
Woo!
Oh yeah, I'm excited to play Sekiro as well. Bloodborne and Sekiro are two of the ones I've been kind of like extra hyped for. More excited about them than Dark Souls 2 or 3. But then I played 3 and I was like, dang, this is good. Getting the double digi kills. Yes, we're back.
Nice.
I really need to go blow my nose. I will be right back.